one of my favorite albums, by the way. And I think it's got some of the best songs. And I still remember that you, with your range, had to literally pull out from Ustad ji, aapke jo, aapke jo trainer.
Oh no, you're talking about Satrangi Re.
Satrangi
Re. Yeah, Satrangi Re. Dil se.
Dil se.
Achha, Dil se bol. Sorry, I thought Dil Chahta Hai. I'm so sorry.
I always remember this example you'd given me, that you couldn't reach that note. You called him, I think.
No. I remember that.
Okay, you remember.
Yeah, so you remember this incident?
I remember this incident because I'm asking only because the situation in that film, and it's a very volatile film, was it important for you to know the angst of Shah Rukh and the story and all of that? Is it important for you?
It was more important for me to understand the words that Gulzar Sahab wrote. आँखों में कुछ ऐसे हल्का हल्का उन्स हुआ. अभी उन्स क्या होता है? तो it was more for me to understand the words first. तो उस समय समझ गया था, अभी तो मुझे याद भी नहीं किया. But Gulzar Sahab तो Gulzar Sahab ही हैं. He's a class apart. तो he finds the most difficult word and he'll put it in a song. Tak. Huh?
It sounds so good. Uns.
I know, uns हुआ. साथिया में भी क्या क्या? He called me to his house. So, but, yes, when I was doing Satrangi Re, of course I knew the song is for. ठीक है. The song is for like what you call शाहरुख खान के लिए है.
Yeah.
But ऐसा गाना कभी पहले आया नहीं था. So for me, I think मेरे से पहले श्रीनिवास भाई ने गाया था as a उसमें. So then I just sang the song, and Rahman is also very easy that way to work with and cooperative. Ego नहीं है उसमें, बहुत अच्छा आदमी है उसमें. He's a nice guy. And at that like मुझे बात की गोद में, see, I was 23 years old, 24 years old. कच्ची आवाज़. I'm just trying to understand my own voice. Voice is still changing. Voice is still, and I'm on one hand I'm doing अपना तुम्हारी जुल्फ के साए. I'm trying to fatten my voice to sound like Rafi Sahab. तू ही तू सतरंगी रे. So it was difficult for me to understand the voices. So एक point में मुझे मौत की गोद में सोने दे, गला फटना शुरू हो गया. My voice was tired after 1.5 hours of singing because that was long song, and Rahman was figuring out कि यहाँ पे ये इतना लंबा छोटा rhythm काट के. So I could दे. मैंने बोला Rahman, give me half an hour. I went out and I just did a little bit of वो एक हल्का सा रियाज का एक टुकड़ा होता है. कई तरीके होते हैं. Guruji had I just joined Guruji as a student, so he had taught me some little thing, very little thing. I rested my voice and I kept doing that. In half an hour, my voice was back. I went on the microphone. I think that little riyaz and the rest worked for it. And then the rest is history.
So it's so important to understand these techniques that help you, right?
That's why Artium is so important. You guys don't know what I've missed throughout my life. I don't want you guys to ever. Learning music is absolutely like there's no excuse to it. There's no substitute to learning music.
This is my last question in this first segment, which is, when you sing in Kannada, Telugu, Tamil, do you understand there's a lot of cultural, and you are somebody who picks up so quickly the nuances. There is cultural distinction. There is also how they say a few words, those things. ये भी चीजें आप pick up करते हो when you are singing there?
Yes. One of my very famous songs in Kannada is Anisuti Deya Ko Indu. So I've sung it a little because SPB has been my guru. Aja Sham. We used to sing this song. अपना तेरे मेरे बीच में कैसा है ये बंधन. तो हम कुछ सुनते थे. तो for us, he is a teacher. So when Anisuti Deya Ko Indu Ni ne ne nanna valindu. So I've kept my voice, but I've also brought a little bit of SPB in a lot of my South Indian songs. So yes, of course, you have to keep that in mind. I'll give you an incident. I'll take just 1 minute, okay?
Yeah.
Patron called me up about 3 years back, 3 to 4, before the lockdown. He forwarded me a song. He said, "Bro, have you sung this song? Really?" I heard the song. I'd forgotten it. It was an Assamese. उसका कोई होता है, मैं भूल गया. His father was the epitome of that music. He said, "How did you sing like this?" What is that called? कौन सा? Bihu. हाँ, Bihu music. हाँ. So Papon के father Bihu music है ना? हाँ. तो I had sung a song for Zubin या Zubin के लिए गाया था मैं शायद. Zubin, probably for some other guy. And he said, "I have never heard a non-Assamese guy sing Bihu like this." all I did honestly was copy
Yeah.
the voice who had sung. I just copied that guy, so it came out so
और वो
well that
feel
way.
भी आती है ना when
Feel
you're
आया,
singing.
yeah.
All right, now I'm very excited to introduce the first student who's going to perform today. Her name is
Yes, yes.
Ahana, and she's from Chennai, incidentally, since
लो,
we're talking about
very
Balasubramanian
good,
साहब.
very good, very good.
उन्होंने अपने अंकल को परफॉर्म करते हुए देखा. She was all of 3 and she saw his performance in Diwali and said, I want to do this. And guess what music makes her happy? I think no one should do anything apart from what makes them happy. Ahana, I love your reason of why you've picked music. And I'm so happy that you're here with us today. Ahana's teacher is also here with us, Pranamita Roy, who is in Bangalore. Now see, this is what we do at Artium. We connect people from across the globe, and that's gorgeous. I would, Ahana, all of 11, how cute.
So sweet. Hi, Hannah.
Hello, sir.
We can't get her voice. Can we get her voice? First?
Sir, can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Yes, sir. I'm actually very honored and privileged to sing before you, sir.
Such a you are so cute. God bless you. May God give you all the happiness in life, and may God give you lots of music, my dear. How's the experience of learning from RTM and from Ma'am Pranamita Royji?
Sir, I really love learning from Artium, sir, and Pranamita ma'am, Pranamita ma'am is very kind and she teaches me and she puts a lot of effort in teaching me, sir. So my dream is to keep learning music and make my teachers proud, sir.
But when will you become a teacher yourself? I want you to eventually become a teacher yourself also and teach music, and then I'll come to learn music from you.
Thank you, sir.
You will. So, are you going to be singing today?
Yes, sir.
I want to hear your voice.
Thank you, sir.
What a lovely
Very cute.
voice.
She's got some nice.
Thank you, sir. Bhaiya na dharu o balma bhaiya na dharu o balma bhaiya na dharu o balma na karo mujhse bhaiya na dharu o balma ढलेगी चुनरिया तन से ढलेगी चुनरिया तन से तन से तन से ढलेगी चुनरिया तन से हंसेंगे रे छुड़िया छन से हंसेंगे रे छुड़िया छन से हंसेंगे रे छुड़िया मचेगी झनकार भैया ना धरू ना धरू ना धरू मोहे छोड़ हाय सजना मोहे छोड़ हाय मोहे छोड़ो 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 सजना मोहे छोड़ो हाय सजना दिया से सुखाए सजना दिया से सुखाए उठाए सजना पिया शीस उठाए सजना रह मोहे निहार भैया ना धरू ना धरू ना धरू बलमा मैं तो आप बहकी बहकी मैं तो आप बहकी 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 आ, मैं तो आप बहकी बहकी चलूं जैसे महकी महकी चलूं जैसे महकी महकी चलूं जैसे महकी चमेलिया के डाल भैया ना धरू तो बलमा न करूं मुसरार भैया ना धरू ना धरू ना धरू बलमा. Thank you, sir.
How nice, Anna. God bless you.
Thank
I
you
didn't
so
think
much, sir.
that such a little tiny voice will have so much expressions and will be singing it with such maturity.
Thank
Pranamita ji,
you so much, sir.
अच्छा सिखाया आपने. Very nice. You
Sir,
taught her very well.
actually, she is very much dedicated, and I always tell whatever I am telling her, she is making it. She's very much perfectionist. She is making it like today also. Just 2 hours back, we had to sit with the song, and whatever I told, she make it exactly perfect. I'm really very proud of you, Anna.
This is
Really.
Thank
a
you
sign
so
of
much, ma'am.
this
Sir,
is
I would actually like to thank my teacher, Pranamita ma'am, because she put so much effort in teaching me the song, sir. And whenever I called ma'am, ma'am used to teach me, sir.
I would like to request you. I want to meet Ahana one day.
Yeah,
She's so
so
cute. I want to meet her one day. When I go to Chennai, probably I'll meet you, and or if you come to Bombay, then you meet me.
Sure, sir. I'd love to, sir.
Yes, so cute. God bless you, bacha. God bless you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir, for your blessing. It really means a
so much
lot.
joy. She exudes so much joy.
Pranamita ji, thank
Thank
you so much. Lots of
you.
love.
It's really,
Wonderful.
really,
So
really. So your blessing means a lot, sir. It's really like my dream. Today, my dream comes true. And we have been like,
you
for
have
me,
taught
I
her.
can, yes, I can tell you, sir, just one word because just in front of you, I can resist myself. So I remember the day when I heard you first time, that song I heard you, Tera Milna Pal Do Pal Ka. So that was the
Tera mil-
first song. Oh my God, I was in sixth or seventh standard. I don't remember, but that time onwards, I fell in love with your voice. Oh my God, every album, every song. Oh my God, you are my inspiration. Every moment, I can't express. I'm
Okay.
so
so
happy.
cute. Thank you. Now we are a part of one family. So
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
it's so good to be a part of this family.
Yes, sir. I'm feeling so
So
emotional today. Yes.
I'm going to meet you one surely. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much,
Thank
sir.
you. I loved our first performer. And she's totally living up to her joy factor. If somebody can speak, smile like this, and express like this, you are totally blessed. I can totally tell you that, Anna. I've got tears in my eyes just seeing you, way you talk. Singing to बहुत ही अच्छी है, but the way you speak, you're a happy, happy, happy soul. Mwah. Now we're going to our next segment, training. I think training is tough. If Ahana has been able to pick up what her teacher is telling her, means she has great training skills, right? She's understanding what she's saying and she's taking that training in. What are these important aspects जब आपको playback sustain करना है? Because you can get into an art form, but to sustain it requires a certain skill, I would think. What is it?
See, first of all, as when it comes to training,
Yeah.
training is a lifetime journey. You can never have enough of training. You can keep learning, and also honing the skills. Because if you don't train what you learnt, then what you learnt is gonna go down the drain. So you have to keep training yourself first of all. Secondly, sustenance is something I don't really bother too much about. Honestly, I have come to this conclusion, there is something invisible, unknown, uncertain that's governing this whole system. You feel, okay, I've done so, I've worked hard, so I'm achieving this. No, it's not like that. It's fate. It's all fortune. Because you can work hard only when you have been brought up or born in a good environment. What would you do if you were born with great music and your father was a beggar on the street? How would you reach across, you get to that journey? Because all you have to do, you'll have to do throughout your childhood is beg with your father and mother. Hey, how will you, what riyas will you do? So it's all luck. So never take credit for your sustenance. I am to 30 साल से हूँ मैं. अरे, I'm lucky that I'm here for that long. I can never. I'm enjoying the fact. Yes, of course. When you are given a gift, you'll rather enjoy it. You won't say, okay, I don't really care that the gift is given to me. You won't say that. So my sustenance is a gift to me. I enjoy it, but it'll be rather foolish of me to take credit for it.
But you're as good as your last performance, or how well your song did.
You're as good as you know. As you know where you stand.
Okay.
Hits and flops are not in our hands.
Right.
It's all. I've seen myself. I've seen myself working hard and giving my best to a project, and the project never worked. Never saw the day of light or saw complete failure. And some things which I've invested such less attention, maybe not less attention, but I took it like, okay, ye kaam hai. Suppose that song, Mere haath mein, I never really thought that so great of that song. I wanted the other song, Dekho na, dekho. I thought that was a better song. But eventually, in the wider scheme, that song, Mere Haath Mein, became big. So that I feel it's, you're as good as your last song, you're right, in the public sense. But do you want to fuel your ego with the public perception, or you want to be honest to yourself? Shouldn't I know that the song that is running in the entire world, which people are loving, I sang that song in damn 8 hours, and I'm not supposed to do that as a singer. As a singer, I'm supposed to maybe give it 1.5 hours maximum. But 8 hours to sing a song, I should be ashamed of it. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So if it's you're as good as your last song, the last song is a super hit, but don't you know yourself that you are crap? So it's you have to have your own self-judgment. Instead of taking selfies, you take a selfie on your work. That your life should be a selfie.
Wow, what a line!
ऐसा होना चाहिए. Your life should be a selfie. I'm looking at myself. I'm not looking at the world.
But you are a super fast, recorder, if I may say, or a singer. How do you pick it up so quickly? And that skill, I think everyone must get. Because
that's a repeat question. I asked you.
I know, but you have to tell us, how did you become so fast?
Actually, it's just out of. I have my own way of writing a song. I write my song with my own hands. So that I give that respect to the song. Then I make my notes. यहाँ से शुरू है.
And you write in Hindi, right?
I write in Hindi. Unless it's an English song. English song I don't write in Hindi, but Kannada song I write in Hindi. Tamil song I write in Hindi.
No, I just love the way he gives so much respect to that Lipi. I love it. And he writes beautifully.
I have all the songs which I've sung till date, from my first song to the last song. I have all the songs records.
How much time do you take to train every day, Sonuji? Or is it something that you don't keep a tab on? I know.
You should keep a tab on.
Yeah.
You should just know that whenever you have time, just riyaz. यहाँ पे आने से पहले I didn't feel like doing any riyaz, but I was still doing a little bit of riyaz because यहाँ के मुझे आपके साथ में कुछ बोलना था, गाना था, so I should at least be, my voice should be warmed up. But yeah, and today there is something called, I'm not a really big, Pramodji is over there, I'm not a big fan of iPhone or something, I'm a Samsung person. But iPhone, Pramodji, you must be really happy about that. So iPhone has this immaculate app called iTabla Pro. After iTabla Pro, there is no damn excuse of not practicing. You cannot say, अरे मैं तो घर में रहता ही नहीं हूँ. अरे गाड़ी में जाते हो ना, you travel in your cars, right? You travel in the flight. All you have to do is just put your tanpura on, and you can just sit in the flight, and not loudly. I keep doing this. उसको मालूम नहीं पता मेरा रियाज चल रहा है. उसको पता भी नहीं चल रहा.
You're probably matching the pitch of the flight sound.
नहीं, but तानपुरा भी चल रहा था ना. तानपुरा is there. या वो भी करता हूँ मैं, obviously भी करता हूँ. वो D पे आता है normally. I've seen when the flight takes off, it's on D note. देख रहा हो? It's on D note में देखा हुआ है.
Kishorda says he was not trained as a singer. How is it possible that you, not being trained, and you've managed to sing so many ragas? And obviously we have an academy which is teaching how important, and I know you give a lot of importance to Raagas, but you said you yourself learned Vasant last night. So I'm just...
You don't need to really learn Raag and Raginiya if you want to pursue film music, honestly.
Right.
You don't need the film music may that aspect of light film music.
Yeah, yeah.
But then Kishore Da never claimed to be a classical singer.
Yeah,
No?
yeah.
He didn't learn music, but he only pursued light music with his beautiful voice, with his expression, with his intelligence. He was an intelligent man. It doesn't matter whether he learnt or not. He put his intelligence in his music. He respected Sehgal Saab. Sehgal Saab is the boss. People have no clue what K.L. Sehgal is. Please go and listen to him. You guys have not even understood the utpatti, the beginning of Indian film music is one guy, K.L. Sehgal. Listen to him and just try to sing मैं क्या जानूँ क्या जादू है मैं क्या जानूँ ये गा के बताइए आप जरा उसका रियाज कीजिए आप. So किशोर कुमार का बॉस कौन था? K.L. Sehgal. If you have chosen a great idol, you will become a great singer. Kishore Kumar ji had lots of respect for Rafi Sahab, Lata ji, Asha ji. He never said that I am a classical singer. I am a trained singer. So, but that was his journey.
Yeah.
But those who want to learn music, today the singers singing are very, very, very talented. All of them are learned.
And Kanpure, like they listen.
हाँ, they are always they are very, very learned. सबको पता है. राग, रागिनिया. I mean, मैं classical mild song सुनो मैं नहीं गाता. वो सब गा रहे होते हैं. Everybody singing my song, classical mild. So I feel today competition is very, very ferocious. You cannot not learn music. You have to learn music.
You said yesterday you had to learn the rag and then sing. That was quick for you because you were quick in picking and dropping the note. But
I had Bharat Balwali is a beautiful singer, classical singer. He was guiding me on that because I said, Bharat, this is not my forte. Mom said, sir, I will tell you this is the rag, these are the notes and all. You do it your way. So whenever I was wrong, he would correct me, sir, this is not the right note. So I got to learn Basant Rag from him. Just this morning, me and Pramodji were working till like 3:30, 4 o'clock. I reached home at 4 o'clock. So I got to learn that rag just this morning.
Since you are a creator of music as well, tonality is something that you may want to suggest. Can I try it like this? And I know a lot of singers do that when they're actually co-creating music for any film music as well. How important is it for you to understand your own tonality in your head as opposed to just giving into what a composer is guiding you to? Because sometimes you may do it better or you may have a better rendition of it.
It all depends on it's situations actually.
Yeah.
Sometimes the composers are receptive. Sometimes my suggestion could be wrong. It's not always whatever I suggest was going to be great. So it all depends. I think mostly the right balance comes out. A few occasions I remember I could have bettered the song if the director or composer would have allowed me to. But having said that, I've sung thousands of songs. So there are very few instances of miscommunication or disharmony while recording a song.
High-pitched songs get a lot of attention, a lot of love in our country. It's a sort of obsession with us.
These days.
Yeah. And it becomes too loud as well. What do you have to say about that chalan or, just...
Always, the world keeps changing. So there was a time when Mukesh ji, Talat Mahmood ji and, Rafi Saab sang high notes, but he also had Suhani Raat. That's not a high pitch. Nazare apne. That's the only part that's the high. So, but today, I think overall the male voices are getting thinner, and when you get thinner, you lose the kharaj part of it. I only rate people I only call people with good range who can also reach the kharaj part. Normally, kharaj is like re ga ma pa da ni sa re ga ma pa da ni sa re ga ma pa da ni sa. तो ये अब तो ये मारा है और भी मारा है और तो ये range होता है पूरा. But people there are some singers who have very good range. I can't name them because जिनका मैं नाम नहीं लूँगा फिर वो सोचेंगे. But a lot of singers, male singers have high pitched voices, and female singers are now required to sing just to match that on the lower voices. It's a nice thing. I mean, I feel the songs today are distinct from the songs in the 90s,
Yeah.
only because of this factor.
But do you think it's a natural range? Like we feel ki we are only this till this note, or you feel people can expand and experiment?
You can
Yeah.
you can increase your range. I have managed to increase my range, and I'm gonna do it all the more. Give me 1
Yeah?
year. I'm already on that.
How do you work at it?
मैं क्यों बताऊँ? It's just
Trade secrets.
it's just no. Of course, this is my family. I have to tell you. First of all, what I learned was I never really thought singing high is very important to me, because I always wanted to emulate more, express more. But a lot of times I was a little, I was in a tricky spot when I was given a high pitched song. Then I had to prepare myself. Then I managed it finally. If you hear the song, दिल तो बच्चा है ना, कौन सी फिल्म में गाया था मैंने? राहत ने भी गाया था, मैंने भी गाया था उसमें. And I managed to reach that note. Something that song, this beautiful song. वो भी गाया था मैंने. Then so I did manage. There was a song in Paltan. नहीं, बेगम जान में गाया था मैंने गाना. It was sung by Rahat, and they wanted an Indian counterpart too. So Anuji didn't approach me earlier. I think he asked 2 other singers. नहीं हो पाया उनसे. And both of them have good ranges. But the thing is, just having a good range doesn't matter. You have to understand the soul of the song also.
Yeah.
So he was really like, क्या सोनू यार, कोई नहीं गा पाया, तू आएगा, तू गा देगा. आ तो मेरी जान, तू आजा, मेरी जान आजा. तो उन्होंने मुझे बुलाया, and I heard the song. इतना ऊंचा गाना. अब आजादी ओ आजादी आजादी ओ. मैंने बोला इतना ऊंचा, अनुजी क्या करते हो आप यार? तो रात ने कहा इंडिया से कोई तो चाहिए इंडिया से. तो प्यार से बोला. And I sang the song, and Srijit was the director. So I managed those high notes. There is you have to be prepared for it. So one good way to which I am following these days is keep expanding. So what is एक मेरा रियाज में करता हूँ. Suppose शीशा दीजिए. सारे सानी सा सारे सानी दानी सा सारे गरे सानी दानी सा सारे गरे सानी दा पदानी सा सारे गामा गरे सानी दा पदानी सा सारे गामा गरे सानी दा मा पदानी सा सारे गामा पमा गरे सानी दा मा पदानी सा सारे गामा पदा पमा गरे सानी दा मा पदानी सा सारे गामा पदा पमा गरे सानी दा मा गामा पदानी सा सारे गामा पदानी दा पमा गरे सानी दा मा गामा पदानी सा. ऐसे करते करते आप अपना सारे गामा पदानी सानी दा पमा गरे सानी दा सारे गामा पदानी सारे गामा गरे सानी दा पमा गरे सानी दा पमा गरे सारे गामा पदानी सा. तो आपने अपना ऐसे करते 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 आपका थोड़ा रेंज खुलता जाएगा. सो ओनली हाई नोट नहीं आएगा. इट वोंट जस्ट इंक्रीज योर हाई नोट, इट विल स्ट्रेच योर वॉइस लाइक एन इलास्टिक. And one thing I always tell people, I think discussed this with all the teachers in what was that session called? The first
Teacher induction.
induction, in the induction session. I told them, never ever while practicing lose your focus on the tone of your voice. So if you're practicing like this, sa, this is wrong, because you are emitting out the voice wind from your vocal cords. It should be sa. Here you are only using your vocal cords. You are not wasting your breath. You can bring the breath out of your mouth when you have to do a song that requires सोचेंगे तुम्हें प्यार करेंगे नहीं. यहाँ पे आप सोचेंगे तुम्हें प्यार नहीं कर सकते. आप सोचेंगे हवा. सेव योर वॉइस की हवा फॉर अ सॉन्ग लाइक दैट. When you're practicing, always do sa, do not do sa, and do not do sa, don't do that too. You have to do that when you do a song. It has to be your vocal should be the same whether when you're talking or whether you're singing. Only when you have to belt out a song in public, then you scream, then you belt it out. But otherwise, when you're practicing a song, it has to be in a normal voice without emitting out too much of wind from your voice.
The range you spoke about, it's the same for even girls. The one that you said you can pull your voice as elastic, because a lot of girls are
Plus,
singing.
no, exercise is the same.
Same, yeah.
The girls can probably, I think girls do practice in what? B flat पे ना? B flat पे हाँ. तो काली पांच पे करते हैं लड़के normally हाँ. So B flat पे करते हैं. तो they can do the same thing in B flat. Give me B flat. सारे गा मा सारे गा रे सा नि सा सारे गा मा गा रे सा नि सा. तो लड़कियाँ उसमें कर सकती हैं. But exercise is the same. And of course, then there are so many different combinations you could do. Sarega, 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 ma, sarega, ma, sarega, ma, ba, sarega, ma, ba, sarega, ma, ba, da, sarega, ma, ba, da, sarega, ma, ba, da, sarega, ma, ba, da, ni. So you can do all many things, but just keep expanding your vocal range.